All right, just getting the last couple of things ready. Make sure we got the chat for all of the platforms. Okay, I believe we should be good. I think we're all set. All right, let me. Okay, I'm going to have to do the. Hey, kids, so welcome. I'm gonna have to try to remember what the alignment is. How far over I need to shift it for this. I do not remember. Crap. It'd be easier if I remembered how far over. Because when I get in the game, it shifts over, so I have to know how far I can go. Or how far I need to go to see. I think it's something like this, but this might be not far enough. Let's just get in and see what it says. I don't think that's gonna be. Let's see. I'll have to wait and see if we get like a more full screen, get a full screen image, and then I can tell better. It's off center on purpose because I have the chat and stuff, but let me see. How? Well, so if I move this, that is just about right. Okay, let me. That far, huh? That much? Okay. So if I do, that will be. I grab this. Have it go. Why not? Guess that. I thought I should be able to do it. Is it control? Oh. I used to be able to use Alt and then arrows to move one pixel at a time. I guess that's not a thing anymore. I don't know. 10 might be enough, though. 10 might actually be enough, so let me go back and see. I think that probably, it's going to be pretty close. We were already decent close. Yeah, that's the edge of the screen. I'm like maybe 3 pixels off or something is all, so that should be fine. I just want to make sure you get as much of that. So if there's something on the right side, on the very right edge I need to click, you can see where my mouse is that I'm clicking that and stuff. Okay, I think we're good. We are shifted over enough. I can see the chat and I can see the stream preview so for some reason there's a problem. I can see that's happening too. Good. Good. Okay, good. I asked Siluel last night also, and he said he seemed faster for him, so that's good. Yeah, I think I did the change since the time that you had pointed it out, Kissa. So, just in case. So I had mentioned in Discord, so I upgraded my internet. So apparently, I did not realize this, but apparently my upload speed, which is what determines when my software grabs everything, the chat, the game, my webcam and everything, puts it all together, and then sends it out to stream to the different platforms, YouTube and Twitch and everything, Odyssey and Kick. When all of that happens, okay, so the software itself putting everything together doesn't matter, right? That's the software itself and my system, like memory and stuff, okay? But my graphics card and stuff. But once that's all put together and that gets sent out to different places, that is based on my upload speed. And I knew that. I knew that was based on my upload speed. But I found out my upload speed was only 10 megabits per second. Now, if this were like 2004 or something, 10 megabits per second would be lightning fast. But this is not 2004. This is 2023. So that's not lightning fast at all. So I upgraded so that my upload speed more than doubled. Okay, so hopefully that will not be a problem now. And then, of course, with the delay with the upload speed, in addition to that, then there's the return, which is you guys say something in chat, and then I have my download speed has to show me when you guys say something. So anyway, so all of that is increased. It is a little unfortunate that I could not increase upload speed only, because I did not really need more download speed, but you have to get the package they offer, right? And they offered upload speed increase, but it also came with a download speed increase. I'm not complaining with the download speed increase. I'm just saying I didn't need it, but the upload speed for sure. So good. I'm glad it's much faster. Let me know if you notice problems. And I use the Restream service that I used to use. And then like June, well, yeah, it was June. I switched trying to use RTMP multi-stream plugin with my software, but that was too unreliable. I would find streams drop and stuff in the middle of using that, and I'm like, why? But I wasn't done. So I went back to Restream because they're reliable. And so I pay a monthly, it's not much, it's like $10 maybe, like 10 US dollars, so whatever that translates to in your currency, but it's not much. So especially because of inflation, like $10 is very, very little money in the United States. It's ridiculous. Like in some places, I'm not kidding, in some places the cost of something like, I want to say like 60 eggs or something, anyway, is like $7.50 in some places in the United States because of inflation. So with that being, you know, I'm paying basically for a big carton of eggs each month. It's not that big of a deal. You get the idea. Anyway, okay. Yep, so we'll continue here. So mom got hurt and is in the hospital. We gave the meds and the something else, and we were out for vengeance against whatever his name is, the shop owner that's the total jerk to everybody, that everybody like, that he hates, a lot of his customers hate. Yeah. Am I missing anything? Do we leave off with anything else going on that I'm not remembering? Something like that, I think, is about where we left off, though. Oh, and of course, obviously because of the name of the game as well, but with this picture here that we looked at before, we've made more connections to the Black Mirror castle back in England, even though we're in New England, so we're in the northeastern United States currently. Let me see. Diary. Okay, get the power on. That Fuller, that's the name, Fuller. So we fixed Fuller's power. We did the advertising thing for him outside. How do I... Oh, I just click it. Okay. I wasn't sure how to change the page. This changes color here. I think that's my indicator. Gave his letter to Miss Biba. Biba? I think probably Biba. Biba is not an English language last name, so it's probably some immigrant family, and so it's probably more properly pronounced Biba. Although, if she's been in America long enough, they may have changed the pronunciation over time to be more just what Americans would say. Anyway, it's not important. Just so Biba is what I'll say. So we got Fuller's letter to Biba, which was the lady at the diner, right? She was there working on all the tables with her husband as the cook behind or whatever. We got a package for Fuller that we returned. I think we returned it, right? I'm pretty sure. Called mom and we didn't get any answer and she missed her appointment. That's how we came home and found she had fallen. Take Fuller's photo to Angelina. Asked me to bring Fuller's pictures of her to her hotel. So you do still have that. Okay, I need to remember to do that. I don't want to forget that before we leave this area. So maybe I'll do that now. Mom's at the hospital anyway. There's not much we could do for that. The film with Angelina's pictures has got to be in the somewhere in the store. So I got to go back to the store without killing Fuller. Okay. And then once I've developed the film, make prints on photographic paper. Stupid Fuller's odor. Well, probably has odor too, but Stupid Fuller's order is still lying at the post office. Yeah. I got to figure that one out. Take care of Mom's things at the hospital. We did that. Damn, my mom's health insurance company has screwed up, and now I've got to sort out the whole mess. I need some kind of receipt or something to prove that Mom paid her contributions. I think we got that at the end of last time. Tell Fuller what you think of him. Fuller's going to pay for not helping my mom. If he acted when she called, she'd be a lot better off now. Okay, so we want to do Angelina's pictures, and we got to get behind the counter to develop to get photographic paper. So to get Angelina's pictures developed, we need photographic paper, which we need to get from the post office, which is behind the counter. We also need to get Fuller's order. I don't know how we're going to make that happen. And then, yeah, Mom's... a receipt showing she paid, and we have that, I believe. Is it the bank book? It might be the bank book.
I don't know about all this kind of stuff. Let's see. I reckon that these are my mom's account transactions. This is the rent, and here's 18 bucks, 45 to the phone company. Aha, and here's the transfer to the insurance company. That's from last month, so she has paid. Those guys need to kick up the butt. What's this? A letter?
Oh, I missed that last time. Okay.
Dear Rebecca, I have received your letter and am pleased that you're well. Of course, I will furthermore send you the full amount. Your suggestion is well intended, and I wouldn't have expected anything else from you. But there's absolutely no question about your receiving any less, even if he has now left home. You have done a wonderful job, and it's now time that you did something for yourself. Enjoy your life in Maine. With love, C.
Okay. So Samuel is he that left home, I think, right? And I can't remember if C is his like grandma's name or whatever from the first game, or if that was the name, because I can't remember names from the first one, or if that was the name of the butler. I'm pretty sure this is probably the mom, or maybe his grandpa, or his grandma, or his grandpa. Because I think, didn't Samuel's parents, weren't Samuel's parents dead, and it was just, for the immediate family, it was his grandparents, until, of course, his grandfather dies in the opening cutscene. But it had been his grandparents, his uncle, and Samuel, right? I think. I'm a little forgetful on some of that. So if there's some of that, since you've played these before and you're more familiar with the games, if you remember some of this stuff, Kiss will let me know, like, fill me in so I remember stuff. But I think C is probably his grandmother, or maybe the grandfather, possibly. I'm guessing this is there was the fire at Black Mirror Manor, right? That killed Samuel's wife. Well, I mean, to be fair, Samuel killed his own wife and then caused the fire in the process, I think. But anyway, with that notwithstanding, the fire where his wife was killed is what was a big tragedy, right? And I believe Rebecca, our guy's mom in this one, left probably as a consequence of that tragedy. You don't remember this thing? Okay, that's fine. Well, what I was meaning, I don't mean this necessarily specifically, but if you remember, and maybe that's what you meant, so maybe that's fine. But if you remember who the character name, what the character names were from the first one, so you would know who C or I know obviously I remember Samuel. I don't remember almost any other names from the first one, honestly, except for Samuel. Um, but
Strange. The full amount. Even if he's out of the house now? What's that all about? Here's my mom receiving a fat payment from. A $1,500 transfer from a bank in England. BCW Bank, Willow Creek Branch. Willow Creek? That name's familiar.
it's near
Mom
here.
used to live in England, but was it in this Willow Creek? And who is this C character? And why is he sending her money? Here it is again. And there! She seems to get the same amount every month. Seems to be practically her only source of income. I don't get it. She always told me she got a monthly injury compensation payment from insurance of the guy who caused the crash, which also killed my father. I definitely wasn't supposed to see that. Suppose it didn't really matter to me either. It's just that... It's just not like my mother to keep secrets from me.
It's fair.
I'll ask her why she's lied to me as soon as she gets better.
It's a fair concern that we have, right? But the thing is, obviously she's gonna lie because she doesn't want him getting involved in any of the curse that surrounds Black Mirror Manor, right? I mean, that whole family has just this curse that follows them around, right? So obviously she wouldn't want her son caught up in all of that. So, okay, give me 1 second here. I'm going to look this up really fast. Just so I can remember. I think you're right, Kiss. I think Catherine is probably the one we want, but let me check and see here. Probably could just do like a Black Mirror wiki, right? And see character names. Let's see. No, that's gonna be for the television show. Black Mirror game. Let's see. Here, well, it's WikiWand. I think WikiWand is more of a when it lists the game. I don't think it's a wiki for the game. I think it's more like information overall about the game. Okay, let's see. So Samuel begins investigation into his grandfather's death, who is William. So William was the grandfather. No, it might be Catherine though. I don't know. Was there not a Catherine in the first one? I don't know. Let me see. So William was the grandfather. Obviously, Samuel was the main character we were playing. Okay, let me just read the summary here. Samuel discovers centuries ago in the 1200s the Gordon line began with two brothers, Marcus and Mordred. The eldest, Mordred, was a monster of a man opening a dark portal known as the Black Mirror, deep under where the manor now stands. The younger Marcus fought his brother, killing him and containing, but not closing, the Black Mirror. In his dying breath, the elder cursed the younger, stating that he and his descendants would be forever cursed until 5 souls were sacrificed and his evil was unleashed once more. William's notes also speak of 5 sacred keys required to shut the portal for good, entrusted to different members of the Gordon family. Okay, I don't see any more about characters in the next stuff. Or names of people or anything. Huh. Let me see. Let's do game characters. Let's try that. Um Getting a warning that the site's not saved. Let's not do that just in case. Here, giant bomb. I know giant bomb, so that's fine. We'll do that. That's the Black Mirror. I don't want the Black Mirror, though. I want just Black Mirror. Let me see. Black Mirror. Because that's doing the 27 game. That's not the one I want. Here we go. The Black Mirror, the first one. 2003. Okay. Hey, Silua, welcome. I am not seeing an easy way that's going to tell me. I guess we'll just assume that's what they mean. I don't know. I can't seem to find a clear, quick answer to show, oh, this is what they're talking about. So let's not worry about that. I don't want to take too much time away from the game. I just was curious who C is. It might be Catherine. Anyway, whoever C is was somebody at the Black Mirror Manor who felt badly about or empathized with or whatever our mom, and so sent regular stipend, basically stipend payments of $1,500 every month. In 2003, $1,500 is probably going to be something around One sec. I'm just going to do a quick conversion. Convert $100 3 to 2023. It's actually even more, right? Because it's not supposed to be in 2003. It's supposed to be like 1985. Let's say 1990. We'll just do that. Okay, so it'd be 3508. And then let me go to xe.com, their universal currency converter. And I will go this from that to euros. So about 30, almost 3,300 euros today is what it amounts to. So it's definitely not bad, right? It's a decent payment. Doesn't take care of everything all the time, but if you're this kind of situation where she basically already owns the home where she lives, she's probably just paying bills and stuff with it, and that's it, right? Doesn't need it for anything else. So, yeah. So, anyway, so she's getting a stipend regularly from people at Black Mirror Manor in payment for the tragedy that befell everybody. And like I said, I'm pretty sure the tragedy, because this guy, right, I don't remember what our name is. What the hell is our name? I don't remember. Anyway, why do I suck with names today? I do not know. I can't remember our guy's name. Anyway, whatever our name is. Anyway, he is, obviously at least 18. He's probably because I think he talked about college a little bit. So he's probably like 22 or 23 or something like that, right? So let's just say 20, okay? So if he's 20, that means 20 years earlier, the stuff at Black Mirror Manor happened. So if that's 20 years before, you have however much the value has gone up in the meantime as well, or however much the value was more, $1,500 a month was more in the past. Point is, I guess, she probably was able to use the money to buy this place so that she actually owns it outright, except for maybe paying mortgage payments or something. And then she uses the monthly stipend to pay her bills, which might include her mortgage payment as well. So she's being taken care of because of the tragedy that burned down that east wing of the manor, whatever it was. Okay, so I I have the proof for her insurance. I guess I probably want to take that to the hospital initially. Then let's see if we can figure out the film for Miss Biba. Let's go here. I want... Oh, I don't want the letter. Yeah,
My
bank
mother's
book.
financial stuff. That's the information.
Okay, that's not what I want. I want to do this. There we go. And then give that to the nurse.
I have my mother's bank transfers here. She's already paid for the damn insurance.
I was thinking the same thing myself. You know, the insurance company has made a boo-boo. Can I have them? Don't worry, I'll get on it.
So that will be the end of it then?
Yes, I'll clear it all up with them.
Good.
No, thank you. Rude. Dude, our guy has turned kind of into a jerk. Like, what the frick?
I don't want to just sit here and wait for some news. I can drop by at any time and ask how she's doing. A few glossies and a health magazine. My mom told me how she feared having to spend the rest of her life in a thing like this, even long after the car crash. Her back was seriously injured, and no one could tell her if she would ever walk again.
The car crash, since it's likely something else happened that caused her injuries. Oh, god dang it. Thank you. I always forget to switch that back. Right, there you go. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know why I always forget to switch that back. But the thing is, I don't really want to, have you guys sit around and watch my browser tabs and stuff while I go look for stuff. But yeah, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, nothing big happened. I basically just moved. Thank you for letting me know sooner so that I didn't run into problems later. I basically just went from his mom's house to the hospital, gave the wallet, and then... Yeah, no, thank you for letting me know. I hate that I forget to do that sometimes.
Perhaps there are medical records or bills in the cupboard. Forms, transfers. Making people well again is just an aside. I don't think anything in here is going to interest me.
I don't know if I have anything else to talk to her about, though, really.
I don't want to stop her from doing a job. Right now.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to stop her from doing her job at all, right? I mean, later, if you have to ask her something, that's still kind of her job, so... Talk to the nurse. And just going back here, I don't think it's gonna... I mean, I could talk to mom or his mom again, but I don't think I need to, really.
A soda machine. Chucks out various kinds of sugared water. A bottle of soda. Great.
I mean, could be useful at some point. Security cameras.
There seems to be dozens of cameras in this building. Perhaps they should film the screens, just to make sure everything's being filmed.
Yeah, but I mean, this is important, right? Like, you never know. I think it almost never happens, but sometimes, right, if there's a criminal involved in some activity and they get injured in the process, they would potentially go to the hospital, right? If they were hurt badly enough they were gonna die or something, whatever, right? So if they go to the hospital, now imagine if that criminal is somebody in involved with a gang or something. If you have two gangs that are at odds against each other, fight each other, I could see, depending on how badly they hate each other, I could see one of the opposing gang showing up to try to kill him or something. I'm not talking about like the James Bond assassin type thing comes in, and I'm not talking about that. So that stuff probably never happens, or at least almost never happens, right? But again, something like gang violence almost certainly happens, right? You had that kind of thing happen back when the mafias were really huge, for example. To the mortuary. Do I need to be at the mortuary? I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to go. He'll either say he can't go, the receptionist over here will stop him, or we'll get something that maybe we can't use.
Great door. I'm not particularly morbid, so I think I'll stay on this side of the door. I'm not particularly morbid.
And he said something about like a gray door going to the mortuary or something. Okay. Alright, let's just go this way, I guess, for now. We can always come back if we need to. What is... There's a map somewhere, right? Is that this one? Yeah. I need to get her away from the reception desk so I can get the paper. Maybe she'll take a soda or something? I don't know. Okay, so some lady here, but we don't interact, nor with this guy or the car. Yeah, let's go inside and see. You want soda, maybe? No. You don't know. She'll really want anything, and this is... Oh. Laxativa. That's right, we're gonna make somebody... Oh, we made the one lady. Was that it? I don't remember. Anyway, we got the laxative for making somebody sick. I don't remember what she wants. Let's talk to her and see. I don't remember what she wants. If anything.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Oh, we can ask her about a lot of these things. Nice, let's do it.
Hey, Rosie. Did you know Carrie, Jason's first wife?
Of course I knew her. I know everyone in Biddeford. At the end of the day, this is the only post office.
And what was she like?
What's that got to do with you?
I just wanted to chat a little.
Well, we never spoke too much. She was always so quiet. No comparison with Juliet. At least with her, you can have a decent conversation. Jason's so lucky he got her now. That really wasn't a life for a guy like Jason. With someone like that dragging him down? Now, at least he's got a life.
Ah, so lucky.
Just between you and me, one shouldn't speak ill of the dead. But that Carrie, she was always a little strange.
Uh-huh. Along with all the tourist stuff and the mail, you're the local travel agent too, aren't you? Have you got anything about a place called Willow Creek in England?
Course we do. Take a look back there in the flyers.
Okay, so we'll be able to do that and find more about Willow Creek. Okay.
What brings someone like her, or maybe even you, here to Biddeford?
Someone like me. You mean a fat woman in a state full of fitness freaks. You're one charming kind of guy, aren't you?
No. I meant, why would someone as unfriendly as you work in a town tourist shop of all places?
Well, you ain't exactly a picture of politeness yourself.
But I don't work in a tourist shop either.
Okay, look. I grew up in New Jersey. My father didn't think the neighborhood was good for me or my brothers and sisters. So he got himself a job in a paper mill and dragged us all up here. Satisfied with that?
And you just weren't able to get yourself a job in construction or driving a truck?
Look, you shouldn't go trying to take on someone like me. You're punching way above your weight, son.
Huh, I can't deny that.
I saw that coming a mile away. As soon as she said you're punching way above your weight, I was like, oh, here it comes. Yeah. I don't know why some people are like that. They just immediately make assumptions. Oh, you're saying this about me, and you're like this, and it's like that's not what I'm saying. Why are you Why are you? What do you call it? Why are you inferring? So taking information from me and making assumptions about it when that's not what I said. I was implying, giving information, and trying to indicate to you something different.
What can you tell me about Dr. Newhouse?
The Newhouses? Well, they came here a few years back. He was a big cheese in Boston. Miss Newhouse has brought a good bit of style to this little town. I know her. My girlfriend Betty is her best friend.
Really? She gossips as much too?
We don't gossip, okay? You really want to know all this stuff?
We don't gossip as I gossip to you. But we don't gossip, sure. Right.
The other package for Fuller, there must be photo paper in it.
Could well be.
Well, can I have it?
Sure. Note, please.
The collection note? Yes, I don't have one.
Then you'll have to ask your boss for it. Nothing goes out of here without a collection note. You got me?
Right. So it's both of these. I thought packet of photo paper. I did not remember that I needed to get that. No, I just read about that. That we need to get that from behind the counter. I knew that. I don't know why I clicked that. Yeah. Yep. It's... Well, I mean, it's... they did a good job of making, characters that have the personalities of real people. So that's good.
There's a really pretty young lady I've seen walking around here. Do you know her?
You had a real good look at her, didn't you?
Do you know her?
Well, I wouldn't say no. She came in here and asked about a photo studio, so I sent her up to Fuller's. She interrupted a conversation I was having with a friend. Can you believe that?
Ha! No way. I don't believe it.
It's the awareness level of people sometimes.
Does Fuller often get packages delivered here?
Yeah, a few times a month.
Why doesn't he have the packages delivered to his store?
He does, but when he's not there, the mailman delivers them here and then Fuller picks them up for himself.
Do you know what was inside the package that I picked up a little while back?
How should I?
Huh.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. Like it's actually I don't know if it is in other countries. In the United States, it's illegal to open a package in the mail that is not addressed to go to you. You're not allowed to look at other people's mail. There are exceptions, like if there's a bomb threat, then a certain government agency is authorized to, like the police, for example, are authorized to look to make sure the package isn't a threat. But generally speaking, that's an illegal activity. You're not allowed to look at other people's mail.
You know the Bibas?
From the diner? Sure I do.
What can you tell me about them?
I don't gossip, but her marriage ain't exactly the best.
Really?
Yeah, she's apparently very nice, a little jaded and stressed out. Can't ever forget her work. But him, he's an asshole. Been boozing for 2 or 3 years and is a bit free with his fists.
Why doesn't she leave him then?
No idea. She's real dependent on him. The diner belongs to the both of them. And besides, where would she go? Nobody would take her.
So the voice actor for Rosie is a bit hit and miss. She's I think decent. Well, excuse me. Her Boston accent is kinda there. Better than mine, for sure. But her Boston accent is not the best. And she also does some emphasis in weird places. She does not speak normal American English cadences, so stressing on certain words and pausing at certain places, those kinds of things, they're off. They're not quite right. Yeah. Yep, exactly. I mean, if there's a bomb threat, right, then for your safety, obviously you would want the police or whomever, like the bomb squad, to look and try to make sure you don't get exploded, right? That would be good. But yeah, that's right. Okay, well, I need notes for these, so I can't do anything else with those.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Forget about it. Can't really do anything with this yet, I don't think. This would be a thing to ask his mom about, I'm guessing.
The little wooden box I found in my mother's bedroom. It's quite hefty, seems to be solid wood. It won't open. There are some kind of symbols on the lid, but I can't even begin to work out what they are.
Yeah, we did not have anything to let us know what the symbols were, I think, right? But I could do the stethoscope on this and see. Nope. It's not going to let me. Try to use that to listen. This isn't Darkness Within, so I can't use the cannot use the stethoscope to listen. Okay, so I want a guide for Willow Creek over here somewhere. Where would I... Oh, is it over here? This is the travel guide. That's where I want.
Now I wonder, there might be a mention of this Willow Creek place in these travel guides. Really? Willow Creek pops up in the index. Page 42, section Horror, Hauntings, and History. Let's see.
Yeah. Well, like I also would not know accents where you are, right? So I know. Well, I'm really rusty at it, so I'm not that good at it anymore. I at least used to be able to know different accents in the Netherlands and in Belgium and in Germany. I could tell, oh, you're from Austin, or oh, you're from like, Dusseldorf or something. I used to be able to know accents. I could tell where you were from based on how you spoke. A little bit from in France too. I could tell, for example, if you were from, say, Toulouse or Paris or something, but I'm really, really rusty on those now. I for a while I studied accents in some European countries, non-English accents, and there's some English accents I can recognize too, but I'm definitely not very good at those anymore. Anyway, okay. Pardon me, I apparently have stuffed nose or something. Hang on. Let's see if I can do something about this. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. It's not totally fixed. I couldn't really get I couldn't really take care of it very well, but I did something. Hopefully that improves it anyway. Okay, Willow Creek on the trail of a killer, which would be Samuel Gordon, of course. Fans of the macabre will certainly get their money's worth in Willow Creek. This probably is British, right? A British pamphlet? Okay. Fans of the macabre will certainly get their money's worth in Willow Creek, for in this sleepy little English town is where you can wander in the footsteps of Samuel Gordon, the Worcestershire Ripper. Tourist information. Rent a room in the former Ashbury Sanatorium, where the mad scientist Robert Gordon once made cruel experiments with the inhabitants. Now you will find an exclusive hotel in this building. Costs per person, £50 a night. The scion of one of England's oldest families, the Gordons' castle, lies close to the town, but is unfortunately not open for guided tours. So the scion of one of England's oldest families murdered 5 people in 1981. Among these was Victor Valley, who was just 12 years old. Yeah, that little boy out in the woods. It's a criminy dude. When you think about that, right? Samuel Gordon, when he was caught, when he was himself, thought it was so horrific. It was like, I can't believe this, when that murder is such an evil person and stuff. And then when it turned out to be him, but then it turned out to be him, right? Taken over by the Black Mirror curse, the evil that lurks there or whatever. The Willow Creek Museum awaits the horror-friendly visitor with a permanent display relating to the murders, as well as the guided tours for April through to October.
There it is. Only a small box. Willow Creek on the trail of the killer. Willow Creek on the trail of a killer. Fans of the macabre will certainly get their money's worth in Willow Creek, for in this sleepy little English town is where you can wander in the footsteps of Samuel Gordon, the Worcestershire Ripper. The scion of one of England's oldest families, the Gordon's castle lies close to the town, but is unfortunately not open for guided tours, murdered 5 people in 1981. Among these was Victor Valley, who was just 12 years old. The Willow Creek Museum awaits the horror-friendly visitor with a permanent display relating to the murders, as well as guided tours from April through to October. Charming little town. And from this horror resort is where my mom gets her monthly payments. Wonderful.
He's like, Mom, what the hell were you involved in? Yeah. That's funny. So does it want to...
I don't want to read that again. The Worcestershire, whatever, Shire Ripper. 5 dead. Guided tours through the pools of blood. Ugh. Not interested.
Probably gonna have to go there anyway, though, and see that stuff. Okay, so do I want to go... Can I go to the shop, maybe, and get that from him somewhere? I just hope he doesn't kill Fuller when we go there. Metaphorically or literally. What is this? This, I think, is his mom's house, probably. Small and quaint. That's probably what this is. Anyway, let's go back to Fuller's shop, maybe.
Whoa. That can't be right. It's the guy from the hospital with Fuller. Who is that guy? And what's he got to do with Fuller? I ought to listen in. I can still give Fuller a talking to afterwards.
So maybe go to the back and listen?
Damn. The door is locked. There's a little hook that's keeping the door locked. I've got to reach it somehow.
Little hook. Tow rope, maybe? It's got a loop. No, it's gray. I think that means I can't use it. Little hook, little hook. How am I going to reach the hook? The only other thing I have is a stethoscope. Oh, that. Maybe.
I can't hear anything here. They're too far away. Just the noise of the heating pipe. I can hear that they're talking, but no idea what about.
Grating? Maybe. No. Can I pull that up, maybe?
No, no chance. I somehow need to generate more force to lift the grill.
Alright. Let's try around the... Wait,
I
what?
can't go off around town now. I've got to find a way into the house so I can eavesdrop on those two. The best chance I have to do that is here.
So this is where I want to be. Okay, let me think. Fishing line? Maybe, but wouldn't I need something? Well, let's try that maybe. No, none of that stuff. Let's see.
I've got to be careful. Fuller's talking to that guy on the other side of that window. I can't understand anything, but if I'm not careful, they'll see me.
How do I open that? Let me think. Said there's a hook, but I can't use this. Right? So I need... This won't work. This... Oh, that? I don't think that's going to
The
work.
bar's too thick. I won't be able to work the iron bar between the door and the frame. What's more, I wouldn't want to damage the door.
Let's see. I thought maybe I had not been, but I thought I'd been pretty thorough going through here before. I don't know if there's anything more here to use. So how... Window grill.
I wouldn't know how that would get me any further right now. I wouldn't know how that would get.
Okay. Bucket?
A completely rusted bucket with big holes in the bottom of it.
Ah, grab the...
handle's busted off. I'm gonna leave the bucket there. There really isn't much more I can do with it.
Right, maybe I can use the handle now on this. No, on this? No, on... Do I combine it maybe with something? Fishing line. There we go.
Not exactly a fishing rod, but maybe I can catch something else with it.
Now you've got a hook. For that? No. Sorry. Huh. So that still is not gonna help me with this, but I do... Interesting, okay. Thought the bowls maybe could amplify sound, but I guess not. Oh, pivoting window maybe.
Huh. The window is directly above the door. Perhaps I can somehow unhook the lock through the window.
There we go.
That should work. I've just got to be really quiet. If the handle hits against the door, they're both sure to hear it.
And now enter a mini game where you have to be very careful with your. Just kidding. Fortunately, this game doesn't do that.
Done it. And they didn't notice anything. The door is open again. I can go in. I just hope it doesn't squeak.
Yeah, Angelina. That might have been it. I wrote down the surname as well. For another $10, I might even remember where I put the note.
Not necessary. I know her surname. And your assistant, what about him?
What assist... Oh, you mean Darren? That's my
Darren.
errand boy. He works here in the semester holidays.
Darren,
A
that's
good
her
errand
name.
boy is worth a lot. What do you know about him?
Why are you interested in him? You want to poach him from me? No problemo. For $100, I'll even write his notice straight away. What the hell? We'll say 50.
Not interested. Do you know him well?
What's with all the questions? His mother came in and asked if he could work here for a few weeks. He's a pussy! One of the eternally afflicted. Ugh, I feel so bad and the world is so unfair and it all makes no sense. Boo-hoo.
So you don't know him?
And I've got no
That was close. They're both heading for the exit, and I'm none the wiser. Who is this guy following then? Me? Or Angelina? And why? I'm gonna ask Angelina about the man. She's British, and that guy's got a British accent. You never know, perhaps she knows him. But first, I've got unfinished business with Fuller.
I don't know if it showed up for you guys. I was looking afterward to see if the stream preview showed it. When that cutscene played, there was a weird graphical glitch thing that happened going across. It's very strange. Don't know why. I guess I'm just going around front. Let's do that.
Hey, where's the big jellyfish?
Let me see if I can find his little thing that, like his note for picking up his package or something also.
That's a light box for looking at slides and negatives. It works.
Okay, so I guess that means I will be using that at some point, but maybe not right now. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Like, I played last night, Silhouette was on that stream. So I guess it'd be 13, 40, about 15 and a half hours ago. So 15.5 hours ago, I was playing The Sinking City. Did not have any kind of graphical glitches like that, so it's got to be something with this game, or not to jinx myself. Maybe my graphics card is starting to go out now. I do not think that's true though. I'm pretty sure it's a problem with this game, just because the game's as old as it is. It's not a huge deal, just something I noticed, and at first I was like, do I have something weird going on with my graphics card or something? But I don't think so. I still need to replace my graphics card. I had bought this replacement monitor first. I'm almost done paying the monitor off, and then I'll put the graphics card on so I have that coming.
No wonder Fuller needs some distraction. You don't even get 5 customers a day in here. Yesterday, when I was tidying up the sales room, there were all these stupid afternoon talk shows on. It almost made me go crazy.
I'm glad. Glad it doesn't bug you. Sometimes it can be hard for stuff like that. For me, it's just something I noticed. It doesn't bother me either, but I was just curious. Basement, back room. I don't know where he would keep that stuff. Way through to the dark room. Maybe it's the. I don't know if he'd keep notes for picking up things at the post office though. In the dark room, that seems weird.
Huh. Looks like Fuller's taken the film out of the camera. But I wanted to give that fat bastard a piece of my mind first. Where the hell is he?
Dark room, back room. I guess maybe the back room. That seems to be more like his office type of an area. Maybe. Let's try that. Okay, world map. What was ball pen?
A used up, chewed up ballpoint pen.
Gross. He's gonna grab it anyway because it's.
He definitely doesn't need it anymore. And if he does, well, even better.
Because I like chewed up things that have somebody else's germs and stuff on them from before. It's the best. It's the best ever. It brings you especially close to them, right? Like you're French kissing them or something.
Nothing stands out. Perhaps this little angular hole on the clock face. Is that how you wind it up? Hey, there's a small opening. I could easily fit my finger in there. Let's see. It seems to be a mechanism to wind it up. Behind it is a little button. I can't wind the clock up, but I can push this button.
I was gonna say, how many times, bruh? I don't really think that did much, to be honest. Alright, I guess we won't worry about that for now. Okay. What about... This is just a mess back here. Can you find anything in all this junk? His thing might be in the safe, but I have no idea how I'd get into the safe.
Fuller's old-fashioned telephone.
It's just the map. Oh, but this, I don't remember now. This note on the side might be shown when we zoom in on the map, and if it is, that might give us a clue for something with the safe. Let's try this just to see. Just in case. No. No, this is a set of places is all. He's going to visit China, or if you're Donald Trump, China, Egypt. This is like Indiana Jones, like jet setting around looking for your archaeological things. Okay. I don't see anything here that would help with the safe as far as I could tell. I can't. He doesn't really have a computer here. So I can't do anything that way. Okay, I guess we'll look at another room. Downstairs, where there's the dark room. Maybe? Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Paper basket. All of his failed attempts at writing a novel. That great American novel. he is giving up on his dreams and stuff. Okay, so it looks like these are all that I'm going to need for developing the photos once I've got them. But I still need the paper. And maybe that's up here or something. No. Anyway, I still need the paper. Whether I find some paper or I find the note to get that from the post office, right? Or the whatever you call that store, the tourist shop or whatever.
An old, rather battered locker. Water and all sorts of other liquids have splashed on its door and left their mark.
That's it. Okay, so nothing in there then.
That's a photo enlarger. You put the developed film in the top and then lay a sheet of photo paper on the table below. The picture is projected onto the sheet and so exposes the paper at the same time. Basically, it's just a powerful lamp with a lens in front of it. A bit like a slide projector, or something similar.
Grab the fixer.
A small bottle of photographic fixer. There's not a lot left in there, but it ought to do for one more use, I think.
So we got the fixer. We've got developer. Okay.
The dish
Water
for the
dish,
water bath.
yeah.
After the picture becomes visible in the developer bath, the development process is stopped in the water bath.
Yeah, the chemical acting on the photo that causes it to develop. Once that process follows through to a certain point, the water bath, what do you call it? Negates or whatever the chemical effect that's developing the film, stops it at that point, and that's how you keep it from over developing. All this stuff is equipment to. Wait, was there a hand? Anyway, all this stuff is a set of machines. All this stuff. Anyway, this set of things here is for the process of developing film once you've got it, but I don't have any photo paper to develop onto currently, and I also don't have any pictures right
A
now.
completely normal waste bin. I'll make a note of that in case I want to throw anything away. A completely normal waste bin.
Okay, I got it. I'm remembering. That's where I throw stuff away. I almost lost control, not knowing where I would throw anything away. That was close. Okay, I guess the basement. I don't know where the dude is going to be, but...
What the heck? A secret door hidden behind the photo backdrops.
If memory serves, when we were down here before, I was looking over here. Just saying, we could have found this a lot sooner instead of acting surprised now when it suddenly is there. But fine. Whatever.
I don't want to open the grill. Why should I?
This, I think, so I did not know at the beginning of the game, but I think this goes up to that backyard grill. I thought this would be near the sidewalk out front, but I think this is out back. Make sure there aren't any other hidden nuggets where it's going to pretend like I can't know about it until X, Y, or Z happens. Fuse box. Why would we do that again? Obviously, I probably don't want to do that again. I guess I could click it since it's got an analyze thing, but I'm sure we're doing nothing with that, right? Because why would we? We have no reason to try to kill the power in this place.
I'm not going to touch that thing again if I don't have to. I don't want to push my luck.
Yeah. Okay, we got ropes. Great Wall of China. Wait, what? Is that one of the photo things that was there before? There's a glitch thinking it's still there.
What the hell are you doing here, boy?
Keep your hands off, Fuller. Because of you, my mother's in a coma.
What have I got to do with your mother? Out! Out of my basement! Go on, get out of here!
You should have told me that she called. It was obvious that something was wrong. I swear I'm gonna...
You threatening me? You? Threatening me?
If she doesn't wake up, I am gonna...
Out! Get out of here already! You're fired! Out! Out! Out!
You better pray she doesn't die. That's the only thing that'll save your fat ass.
Get out of here! If I ever catch you here again, you'll end up next to your mother.
You're gonna regret this,
You'll
Fuller.
never do anything, you pussy! You haven't got the balls! You haven't got the guts! You got nothing!
I'll think of something. I'll get him back. That man's gonna pay, you just wait. But I still need the film with Angelina's pictures on it from out of his camera. I could use his darkroom to develop the film and make the prints. If he's not gonna pay me, then that'll do as a partial payment. Now all I have to do is somehow get him out of the store.
This isn't his car. I don't know. Whoops, not what I meant. Right click. Yeah. I mean, we already knew early on that Fuller was an a-hole, but yeah, I mean, a-hole status confirmed, right? We know for a fact he is now. I don't know, to be honest. Go back here, maybe? And talk to her? I don't know. Because he did say we could ask Angelina. Wait, who's Angelina, though? Where did we see her? I mean, I know she was the person coming in to get the pictures, but where would she be? Because this here, hamburger, fries, malts, this burger place, that's Biba's. So where, or Biba's, I guess they said. So where is Angelina? I don't remember where we see Angelina. Hospital, mom's place, the tourist shop / pier. We've not been there yet. This is Fuller's place. This is the hamburger place. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Fuller. When Gordon family is involved, there's going to be trouble. Fuller. Now, Fuller would not be somebody I would be sorry to see taken care of by the Gordon family curse. I would be perfectly happy seeing Fuller taken care of by the curse.
A guy in a uniform. Seems to be a security guard. Someone who guards over other people's money for money. The pinnacle of our society. I don't want to speak to him. If I felt like some casual conversation, I'd watch a talk show.
Okay, tell me how you really feel. Talks to Mrs. Biba, or Biba. I keep saying Biba, Biba. Talks to Mrs. Biba. I don't know if she'll have anything to say. Let's talk to her since I'm here. But I don't know if we're going to get any conversation, really. We'll see.
Mrs. Biba?
Oh. She didn't say anything. I was waiting for her to respond before I... I was like, you gonna say anything? Apparently the answer is no. Okay.
Can you tell me anything about Carrie? She's supposed to have killed herself?
Yeah, Carrie. She was a really sweet girl. Always ready to help, always friendly. She wanted to open a kindergarten here. There's not much in the way of childcare around here. Parents have to take their kids for miles to find a place. She was such a lovely girl. She still had her whole life in front of her.
I saw a photo of her in Fuller's shop window. She was really pretty.
If I'd only known. Poor thing.
How do you mean?
It's not important. Too late anyway.
So is Carrie somehow tied to the Gordon curse? The Black Mirror stuff? Maybe. If I'd only known. Of course, maybe there's some tie to Fuller and... No, she'd have a lot more disgust for Fuller than she does. She doesn't like the guy, but she doesn't... It's not like she's spitting venom when she talks about him, right? It's not that bad, so... Probably doesn't have anything to do with Fuller.
I no longer work for Fuller.
Good for you.
I don't know what's going on between you and Fuller, but I've got nothing to do with it. Mind if I ask you a few things?
If it's not gonna take too long.
And that's it. Because that was the last piece of conversation. Alright. That's... So Mrs. Biba. Can't talk to Mr. Okay. So I guess that's it in here for now. Yeah, so I didn't really... Oops, actually, I'll just do this. Hang on. Oh, okay, fine. Doesn't matter. Let's see. Huh. I wonder... It can sneak in?
There's no point sneaking in again. I've got to lure Fuller out of the shop first, so I can take care of Angelina's photos.
What can I use to lure him out? Create something flammable maybe and then put a fire like here so it smokes it up or something, possibly. But I don't know.
The window's barred. The bars seem pretty strong and are bricked into the wall. And then what? Poison Fuller's mother's dog? I certainly can't develop any photos here. Why should I go putting developer into the bowl?
Yeah, okay. I think I still need... Well, yeah. I need to distract Fuller, get him out of here. And then I need to look and find the note for picking things up from the tourist shop, post office. And then I need to go pick them up and then come back here and develop film, I'm guessing is the course of things. But I don't know. Let me think. How can I get him out of there? It's got to be something in the backyard, I would think. Junk shop door?
Well, come on. Come on in. Take a look around. Buy something.
Thanks.
Ah, a young man. You a soldier? Bit slow on the uptake. Have you served?
Sir, no sir.
Ah, so you want to put me on, do you? Find something for yourself and then beat it.
It's funny. Medals. Nice.
I guess those are Eddie's badges from his time in the army.
You got that right, boy.
What? I thought, is he actually talking, verbalizing out loud? So what happens if he gets in a situation where he needs to sneak around? I probably shouldn't make any noise or he'll know I'm here. Damn right. Now I know you're here. Right? That probably isn't gonna work very well.
There are 3 bottles on the shelf. I guess it's hard liquor.
Bourbon.
It's like he just reads his thoughts, or we're legitimately vocalizing everything. That's actually hilarious. Hey, a soldier guy.
They look like bazookas. Hopefully they're just replicas.
I hope not.
I hope not. He wants to actually sell bazookas. Okay, so everybody knows, I mean, just generally from what you've heard or whatever, in the world, generally the United States is known as a place where there's not a lot of gun control overall. I mean, there are some places, like some big cities and stuff, where they do a lot of, like, really heavy gun control, but for the most part you have the freedom to bear, like the right to bear arms is the Second Amendment in the United States to the Constitution. Then you have amendments, little pieces that were added, like ending slavery later on and stuff, right? So little pieces that were added to the Constitution. So it's the original Constitution, and then these amendments each are also part of the Constitution, just basically additional writings that become part of the Constitution, right? So the First Amendment is the freedom of expression, which says that the federal government will not limit the freedom of any citizens to express themselves, okay? The Second Amendment is that every citizen has the right to bear arms, some kind of guns or whatever it might be, a sword, you can have all that stuff, it's all legal. But there are some limitations on that. There have been some acts by the United States Congress that prevent things like a normal citizen cannot carry like an M16 or something, you know, like shooting, like mowing down a bunch of people with an automatic weapon. Semi-automatic's not the same. Semi-automatic, you have to pull the trigger each time to fire a single shot. So like an AR-15 is a single shot. A revolver is a single. Both of those are semi-automatic. Okay. Anyway, point is, something like an M16, an AK-47, those are automatic weapons, meaning you hold the trigger and you just keep it held down and it keeps spitting out bullets. Those are illegal in the United States. You're not a normal citizen. If you're a soldier, it's fine, but otherwise, as a normal citizen, you're not allowed to have those. And a soldier is only allowed to use those on like a military base or in an actual military combat situation, okay? And then also things like bazookas like these or rocket launchers mortars that would lob little grenades and stuff, all actual hand grenades, all of those are illegal as well, except in special situations like the military. Now, that said, I'm sure there are some Americans somewhere, maybe they were formerly military, or maybe they just went on the black market or something, they got some of those weapons. But the point is, this bazooka stuff, I thought it was funny because he's saying, I hope these are just replicas because they're illegal. And then this ex-military guy's going, I hope they're not. I'm like, bro, you can't be selling bazookas to common citizens. That's not legal. So, anyway. Okay. Thanks, Christian. I'll check later, I guess. I am not sure how I feel about bots. Okay. Anyway, if that keeps happening, if that bot keeps spamming, then we'll probably block it, but we'll see.
I prefer my Star Wars figures. Is Lucas ever gonna make the 4th part?
The 4th part? What the hell is he talking about? So Star Wars from 1978 was episode 4. Empire Strikes Back was episode 5 in like 1981. Episode 6, Jedi Strikes Back, was like 1983, I think. And then episode 1, the prequel, would have happened already by the time we got to here as well. But I wonder... The Black Mirror stuff happened in early 1980s. This is supposed to be something like... Well, I don't know if this is 20 years later. I'm trying to piece together timelines. So... The fire that I think the way they tie together initially is that the fire that killed Samuel's wife happened, and then Darren's mom, what was her name?
Dear Rebecca.
Rebecca.
I really don't understand.
Yeah, okay. Shut up. Okay. So, Rebecca. So, Darren's mom. So, there was the fire. Samuel's wife was killed. / especially with the opening scene for this game, Samuel killed his wife in the fire, right? Or killed his wife and then covered it up with the fire, I think is what happened. Anyway. So, that happened. The fire, I think, is what caused the initial tragedy where so we're playing Darren. So Darren's mom left and came to America. She was either injured in the fire or something. Anyway, I think. I don't know, but I'm guessing. Don't correct me because I don't want to know. These are just what I'm thinking to myself out loud, right? I'm obviously, and I know, Kissa, you would not do that, neither would you, Silo. I'm just saying this in general for anybody else that might watch the stream later. Don't tell me. Like, don't, in the comments, let me know. I don't want to know right now. I'm trying to figure it out, piece it together in my head. But I think the tragedy where Samuel killed his wife, and then the fire was started, I think that is what caused, however it all came about, caused Rebecca to get hurt, well, she got hurt somehow. Anyway, to get hurt, she came to America to live here, getting her stipend from the Gordon family because of what happened. And if that's true, then that does not mean... Well, I don't know. I was going to say that does not that could have been she could have been here a number of years with Darren as a kid, or been there a number of years with Darren as a kid first, and then moved to the United States. But I don't remember Darren ever saying he remembers living in England and then moved. I don't think that's true. So maybe not. I was going to say maybe it's only like 10 years back. I'm just trying to figure out timeline. Okay, so let's just scratch what I was saying before. So if Darren is around 20, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, somewhere in there. So we'll say 20. So if the Black Mirror stuff from the first game took place in 81, this would be 2001. If this was early 2001, then his comment about the fourth Star Wars movie could make sense. I mean, if the setting for this was early 2001, because that episode 1 did not release until like September or October. I think it was September of 2001. It's been a long time, but if I remember right, it was September of 2001 when that released, something like that. So if this was the first part of the year, it would not have released yet. And the fourth one was the fourth movie created, but obviously the prequel episode 1. Maybe that's what he means. Sorry, that just threw me off. Like, I was like, wait, what? I'm confused. Why would you not know about a fourth movie? But I guess that probably is. Sorry. That's just trying to figure it out in my brain what he said.
Perhaps Eddie picked it up somewhere in the Second World War.
Second World War. Okay. 1 second here. Hang on. Really? Let's go back. Now your comments should show up, Kiss. So sorry about that. I don't know why that bot, I guess, started it showing a scroll bar, but it did not shift down the scroll for some reason. That's weird. I'll try to pay attention to that. If that scroll bar does not stay down at the bottom. Okay, yeah. If that scroll bar for some reason does not stay at the bottom, then it's easy for me with this game, especially. I don't have to tab out. I can just move over here and I can roll up and down on the scroll here without it really mattering. So that's not a big deal to do, or it's not a hard thing to take care of, I should say. So I'll try to pay attention. Yeah, I had not noticed that was not scrolling down. So sorry about that. Your comments were coming through. I just wasn't seeing them. It's a browser window that shows all of the chat collated together, and then I just tell my software to show that browser window on the stream so that you see the comments. So anyway, so that's kind of what's going on with that.
A cupboard full of lots of different things. Books, a record player, boxes, measuring instruments.
You want to buy something?
I'll have a look around first.
Yeah, fewer guns means fewer deaths. And I'm not gonna get into a big discussion about like whether people should have guns or not. I have my own opinion, and I'm sure other people have different opinions. I was just explaining the law in the United States and why I thought the comment about the bazookas was funny, because he should not legally be allowed to sell the bazookas in a shop. That would be illegal. Even in like 2000, that would have been illegal. I believe it was something like 1981, 1982, somewhere in there, that they passed a law banning all of automatic weapons. And as far as these things like bazookas, I don't even know. I feel like those probably would have banned earlier, like maybe in the 1960s or something, but I don't know the law on these specifically. But automatic weapons was something like 1981, 1982. So no AK-47s, no M16s, stuff like that. Anyway, but yeah, I'm not gonna get into a big thing on like debating whether they're okay or whatever. I'm just was explaining the law, so that's why I thought that was funny. Wire cutters, those could be useful. Maybe I grab something from there.
A pair of wire cutters for cutting cable. I'd like to buy these wire cutters.
$2. What? You don't want to negotiate? You got too much dough, right? You got it coming out of your ears. Never worked a hard day in your life, and you got no idea on the value of $1, I bet.
$2 is $2. In your time, it might have been a meal out and a movie for two. For me, it's half a burger.
Be happy that you can just buy a burger like that. There ain't many beef farmers left. All that imported stuff from the third world has screwed up the prices.
And pretty soon you won't be seeing a single lonesome cowboy herding steers across the prairie and singing those old trail songs around the campfire. Oh.
Yeah. Typical youth humor.
Youth humor. It's called sarcasm. It existed when you were a kid too, bro. Sorry to break it to you. Sarcasm's been around for ages and ages. Early medieval English literature, like Geoffrey Chaucer, for example, had sarcasm. So you can't pretend like it's a thing just to youth. You're what a silly man. There was something over here. Photo, yeah.
Yep, it's famous. I've seen this picture hundreds of times before.
Yeah, that's the storming of Iwo Jima in World War II. I think they took a photo of real soldiers after the United States had taken Iwo Jima back from the Japanese Empire in World War II. Then they planted the United States flag on the soil because a lot of American lives were lost trying to take the island. But they had to take the island because it was very majorly strategically important. Anyway, okay, let's look at this.
Shelves of useless junk.
If you're just gonna bitch, then get lost.
As soon as he said useless junk, I was like, well, that guy's not gonna like that.
Looks like a slide projector from here.
Correct.
This guy, he's an ornery old cuss, but I like it. He's hilarious, I think. Radio.
An old radio. Looks like a piece of pro equipment. Are you a radio hobbyist?
Radio hobbyist? You mean one of those idiots who thinks it's neato mosquito when they have another idiot on the air who only lives 2 blocks away? I was a wireless operator with the Hells Devils, 8th Infantry Regiment of the 4th U.S. Infantry Division. I was there in North Africa, and in Sicily, then in Normandy on Utah Beach. I was wounded on the Rhine. That was my eyes. And I got a Purple Heart for it all.
And so, are you still a radio guy or not?
I'm keeping the tradition alive. I talk to old buddies real regular. Can reach them anywhere. I'd say I'm kind of an expert. Keep my things in good working order. Always prepared.
Ah, okay. Good to know.
He's like, so after that big rant that had nothing to do with what I was asking you, are you a radio guy? Okay.
The junk shop owner. He appears to be blind. Maybe he's just putting it on. That would fit with the cliche.
Tell me, why haven't you served in the military? Over there in Iraq, they could use whoever they can get.
In Iraq, the war finished 2 years ago?
Well, you don't say. Read my lips. President Bush is gonna bring that Saddam to justice.
Sure. You know that Bush is no longer the president, right?
Well, he'll still bring him to justice. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, when is this supposed to be set? Bush was president, so Herbert Walker Bush, the father, Bush president, okay, the one right after Reagan, he was president from 1989, technically, when Reagan went out of office, to 1993, when Clinton took office. Or President George W. Bush, the son of the two, was president from 2001, when he took office, to 2009, when Barack Obama took office. So if the war in Iraq was already over 2 years ago, that'd have to be Herbert Walker Bush, because George Herbert Walker Bush, the one after Reagan. So we're early 90s. I was thinking we were early 2000s. We have to be early 90s, 1990s in this game. Because the Gulf War, which was the one that was in the early 1990s against Saddam Hussein, the first war against Saddam Hussein, that one went just like, I don't know, 6 months, 9 months, a year, was very short for a war. And then when that was done, that would have been near the end of George Bush Sr.'s time. And then 2 years ago, so this would be Bill Clinton. So this is probably like 1994 or something. Always prepared. I know a lot. Well, I'm old, so I mean, I'm not super old, but I'm pretty old. I'm in my I will turn 50 in a week. So I will be 50 years old in a week. So just so you know, I'm old. But yeah, I also study a lot. I read a lot of books. I watch a lot of news reports, or like news blogs or vlogs nowadays. I also do research into stuff as I want to go around doing stuff. So I don't do it for my profession where I regularly earn a steady paycheck. Okay, for that I do something else. I work for a .com company. But for a lot of my outside of that stuff I do, besides streaming, YouTube and Twitch and Kick and stuff, outside of that, I also do writing. And so I do a lot of research for things that I'm writing. Like I do research about weapons if I have a story where there's some weapon involved. I do research about history if there's some story where there's history involved, right? So I do a lot of research on different things. So I learn stuff over time. Doesn't mean I'm especially smart. It just means I study a lot and learn a lot of different things over time. I know all kinds of stuff from a variety of different fields, but I would never say I'm an expert in almost any of them. Most fields I'm not an expert at all in, right? I just have acquired knowledge because I needed it for stories or whatever. Or I'm reading a book. You could see behind me the bookshelf, all these different books and stuff I read. And so from the different books I learn stuff from those too, whether I use them in a story or not. So I appreciate the compliment, but yeah. Okay, so I guess we're gonna ask him about all these different things. Yeah, let's just go through the list, I guess. Yeah.
My mother's in the hospital here.
And?
Do you think she'll be in good hands there?
Oh, is she sick? She won't be in bad hands if she's in the hospital.
No, I meant, are the doctors here any good?
Well, how should I know? You think just 'cause I'm old I run off to the doctor and complain every day? I haven't been to see no quack in years. I was fit as a fiddle.
Yeah, People were made of better, stronger stuff in the past, right?
Yeah. Get to my age and then we'll talk about it.
How do you get on?
I'm blind. How the hell do you think I get on? You idiot.
Does it hinder you a lot?
Well, sometimes. If I need to look something up. Looky here. I'm supposed to figure out what this coin's worth, and I got no idea. It's a rare piece, but it's pretty worn out.
Can I help you with it?
Oh, sure, kid. If you think I'll fall for that, I give you the coin, you run out the door like a punk. I ain't stupid.
Yeah. How you getting on with the coin?
You got nothing better to do than annoying me?
If I find out the price of the coin for you, will you stop behaving like an ass?
Can't promise.
Show it to me. You can keep it in your hand. A woman's profile, a few stars and numbers. Have you got something like a coin catalog?
Yep, it's on the counter.
He's like, will you stop being an ass? He's like,
Boy.
I can't promise. That's kind of my nature. I just am. So, you know. What is this? Just, I'm supposed to find out what the coin is now or something? No idea what he's got these coins from, but they look rare. Eddie can't look them up in a coin book because he's blind. Shouldn't be a problem for me. Yeah. So I guess, where is radio coin catalog? There we go. But maybe I look first. I'm thinking I drag the coin over to the book though, to the catalog. But
That's a flowing hair scent wreath reverse from 1793. $2,400.
Not bad. $2,400. I'll offer him $800. Seller's an idiot. Thanks. I owe you one.
Oh, I'm happy to help old disabled people. Put one over on the other folks. You're welcome.
Perhaps you could do me another favor right away. I lost my cane.
You've done what? How can you lose a cane?
Not how you think. I was playing poker and had a slam dunk hand. But how could I know that idiot from the hotel had a straight flush?
You bet your cane and lost.
Yeah.
Who's got it now?
The owner of the Wild Coast Hotel.
Alright then. I gotta pass by there anyway, so I'll ask him.
Thanks. You know, maybe you ain't so much of a idiot as I thought.
so he's completely 100%, 100 million percent pretending to be blind or something. Like, how would he know? I guess maybe they had, what do you call it? Braille playing cards, maybe? Otherwise, I don't know. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else in here currently. Make sure I'm not missing something up here, but I don't think so. Is that a, what did he say? A radio, right? Is that a radio? No, it wasn't a radio. Something else. He said, is that a such and such? And he's like, correct. All right, well. So I guess I'm going to that hotel. Let's see, that's the hospital. Hamburger joint. He said he passes by the hotel. Where's that? So this. No. I don't know. Let's just go here and walk, I guess, and see if we get the hotel somewhere. Shop window. It's backyard. That's the promenade. I don't want that probably. I want to go to the main square, I'm thinking. I don't know though. Promenade might be where the hotel is. Maybe I just missed it. I thought there was just the tourist shop and the pier there though. Maybe not. Let's look in the window really fast. I think I did that before. Like a long time ago, but let me...
An unbelievable mess of old guns and swords, uniforms, ships' bells, radios. As long as it's old, it's sold here.
Let's go here first, but I don't think... There's a hotel. I thought text flashed briefly. Maybe not. Maybe it's just with this. Oh, there we go. White Coast
First
Hotel,
of all,
yeah.
I need Angelina's photo prints. I'd be a joke turning up without them. First of all, I need Angelina's photo print.
Nope. Okay. So not there. Let me see. Do I want to go downtown? I don't know. It's the police station. That's to Mom's house. What's over on this side? I don't remember. Hospital, obviously, but that's not what I want right now. Burger joint only. I thought... Might be something else, but I guess not. No, nothing further over here. Alright, so I guess what I want is to go back here in backyard and maybe I use the wire cutters on something. Maybe I can use it on the grating or something? I don't even know.
The grill isn't made of wire. It's made of sturdy iron strips, so not a good idea.
Gonna get him to leave. I didn't really get much from that junk store, right? I got the wire cutters was about all. Don't think there's anything at Mom's house to try to get. There's still that coffee pot, or teapot, I should say, put on the stove. We didn't really do anything with that. I don't know what we would do with it, though. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think anything in here makes sense. crud. Bedroom. Yeah, I don't think that's where I want to be. Let me see.
Huh. The bimbo reads fashion magazines. Why is she doing that here? Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, it's you, the hoodlum from this morning.
Yeah, well, I was in a rush. An important job to do.
No reason to be impolite.
Of course not. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
That's fine.
Whoops. Hang on.
Excuse...
She said something. I thought it was going to be the same dialogue once
Yes?
she said excuse me.
That's fine.
Oh. So nothing to ask her, I see. Okay. Nothing new in any of this, right? No. Trying to combine everything in inventory, yeah. There's also some stuff where I can right click and just see what he says, because, for example, there was the book that had her proof of his mom's proof that she paid her bills had this letter in it too, so it's possible there's stuff there too. Yeah.
My SLR camera, fitted with a flash too. I never leave home without it. The little wooden box I found in my mother's bedroom. It's quite hefty, seems to be solid wood. It won't open. There are some kind of symbols on the lid, but I can't even begin to work out what they are. A laxative. That'll definitely come in handy sooner or later. A stethoscope from the hospital. It doesn't look particularly old, or used for that matter. Not especially valuable. I reckon these things come in packs of 10 nowadays.
The right click here just reads the letter.
A metal bar from the harbor promenade. In pretty good condition, except for the rust and the ding in the middle. A large ceramic bowl from out of the kitchen. The dog bowl from Fuller's backyard. Nobody's gonna miss that. It used to belong to Fuller's mother's dog, but she spoils the little mutt half to death. A cheap ballpoint pen. Ugh, complete with teeth marks. A small container of photo developer from Fuller's basement. It's full to the brim. There's still some fixer left in the bottle. You use it to halt the development of photographic film. A bottle of vinegar from the diner. There's only 2 fingers of the stuff left in it, and it's sticky on the outside. The label's already half off it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, since you had mentioned that, I just right-clicking to make sure there's nothing where he goes, oh, I see this other thing here, because that happened with that book where the letter came out. So I figured I would start right-clicking everything first, just to make sure there's nothing else that comes from right-clicking. Then I was going to start combining. But yeah, I did see that, and I am going to do that, yeah. Thank you.
A pair of wire cutters. Pretty heavy duty. Not the latest model, but I'd say they'll do the job. A tow rope from out of Fuller's backyard. It looks like it would easily hold a ton of weight. A bottle with a carbonated drink in it. I'll press a little around here.
See, like that, we got crumbs from that. I did not know we would, but we got crumbs from that. That's why I was right-clicking stuff, just to make sure I got whatever I could by doing that. Spam callers. Okay, this. No. None of these. It's nice. I don't remember if the first game did that or not, but I know a lot of point-and-click games do not do this. It's nice to see that these crumbs are a gray color unless I can interact with something. Otherwise, they're just gray. And then if they're here, they're normal color, right? So the gray tells me I cannot use these. So that's a good thing.
With a carbonated
Whoops,
drink in
I
it.
didn't mean to right click. So that's a good thing with those because that lets you know, yeah, this is not something. Go and move on to the next thing. Try the next thing. That's useful. Oh, put the laxative in the, oh, and then maybe offer that to her and then she drink. Oh, maybe.
A good idea. But how do I get the laxative into the bottle without damaging the cap?
Don't know. Okay, so at some point maybe I can use that with a laxative. Doesn't look like I can use it with anything else. Okay, so at some point we'll have to figure that out. Let's see what I can do. Know what the crumbs are that obviously. I already tried, like since I'm going right to left, I've already tried the breadcrumbs with this, so this reverse won't do anything different. Same thing with this, right? So I don't need to go to the right. This does not combine with anything currently. Wire cutters. Are no. Vinegar. I wouldn't think I would use the fixer or the developer with anything else. Because I'm sure I'm going to use this back at Fuller's shop. But hover over to make sure. Yeah, none of those. So I'm guessing, I'm trying to think the way you would potentially get laxative in the orange soda. Oh, I could use that on there maybe. Would be probably some kind of heat or something that could make the bottle cap come off. Because maybe the metal heats up and so it's loose and not tight on the bottle. So I could get the metal cap off and then put the laxative in. So maybe that's something to do back at the stove at his mom's place? Maybe. Okay, this goes like that. So let's see what this does.
The casket belongs to my mother. She's really attached to it. I don't want to smash it to bits. I can definitely get it open some other way.
Okay, so that would be a no on that. The letter, you won't combine it with anything. That doesn't make any sense. We'll do the last few things anyway. This, no, 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 no. None of those. No. Yeah, so no more combining. I've now gone through every single combination of combining stuff. Because again, by going one thing on the very right and then moving through everything, by the time I get to something like this, let's say, I could say, oh, well, I've only gone left with this, so I want to go right. But the thing is, when I was doing this, I went left, so I've already combined with this. When I was doing this, I went left, so I've already combined this with this. Same thing with this. Same thing with this. All of them have already tried to combine with Photo Developer. So I've got all of that stuff. Okay, let's try maybe going to his mom's place and doing the bottle there. Maybe.
the water will start to boil and steam. As I'm not much of a tea drinker, boiling water isn't much use to me.
Okay, I've got that now. Let's see if I can combine other stuff with this. No with the crumbs. No with the soda. No, this does not combine with anything. I'll keep it with me since he's clearly not going to use the stove for that. I'm trying to think if there's going to be anything else. I don't think so. So heating up something is not going to work.
I had a shower here this morning, and Mom laid on a huge breakfast. I ate some of it, for her sake. Huh. Back at uni, I usually don't eat anything in the morning. I don't think I'll find anything else here. And I'm not really looking for anything else anyway.
Okay. So nothing in the bedroom now at all.
Huh. I could try to lure Fuller out of the store with a phone call, but I've got no idea how. And he'd recognize my voice, too. Perhaps I can find someone who'll do it for me. Perhaps I can...
So I need to bring somebody back here, I guess, because I can't. Well, and obviously, it makes sense anyway. Why would you take the phone receiver away so you could no longer detect that it was connected and stuff? Get to the basement of the photography shop and do a mission in there. Yeah. Yeah, And to do that, I'm pretty sure to do that, I just have to lure Fuller out. So I have to find out who... Okay, let's just ask some people, see if any of them are willing. I don't know that we'll find one, but just in case, let's just go ask some people and see if somebody's willing to do it for me. I like this 1950s style bop.
Mrs. Biber?
I'll be right there.
Blue shadow on the tree. Little cowboys, close your eyes tonight. All of the doggies are in the corral. All of the work is done. You guys know the Three Amigos movie? So good. Such a funny movie. Anyway.
What can you tell me about Bedford?
I grew up here. I guess I always wanted to move away from here.
But, well, that never happened.
Well, I met my husband when I was 17. And we opened the diner here. It was a wonderful time.
Ah, yes.
I couldn't have known then that he was so... that he... I have to get back to work. You want anything else?
Damn. Dude. So he's clearly an abuser. Damn it! Now I want to reach through and punch the dude in the head. Okay, let's. I'm guessing the receptionist here is not going to be helpful. Maybe Gossip Girl or her friend hates him enough or something. Let's try that. No, you didn't tell me too much. I was just letting you know that, like, kind of what my thoughts were. That I believe the next thing is to try to lure Fuller out, and then we'll be free to go down. There's the basement there too, but also we would want to, at some point, that may come later, I don't know, but at some point it sounds like we're probably going to want to develop pictures for Angelina as well. But I don't know when that's going to happen.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
That's fine.
Oh, nothing. Okay. So nothing with her. What about with Rosie?
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
What do you want? Well, not you, obviously. Attitude.
Is that a girlfriend of yours?
Yeah, one of my best ones.
Does she sit about in this store the whole day?
Excuse me? I wouldn't know what that would have to do with you.
I just mean, has she got a job or not?
She doesn't need one. Actually, her husband has plenty of dough. And even if he didn't, then she could easily earn good money working as a photo model.
As a photo model, huh? That could maybe help me out some.
Oh, really?
Nothing. It's okay.
Dude, okay, so it's confirmed. Darren has this bad, really bad propensity for saying stuff out loud instead of just thinking in his head. Because he was saying stuff in the shop with the blind man, and he was just answering him like, yeah, I know that. Just as if like he was asking questions, but he wasn't. He was just thinking to himself. And then he says this crap here. Bruh, try to keep your thoughts inside.
Hey, do you know Eddie from the junk shop?
Yeah, sure. I know pretty well everybody here.
So what's going on with him?
He's single. Was never married before either, as far as I know. But hey, who could put up with him for long anyway? Those never-ending war stories. Can you imagine that?
Is he really blind?
I never heard different, but I wouldn't put money on it either. He's a chiseler. Maybe he's got disability just so he can make himself a few bucks.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
I've noticed you're really into those fashion magazines. Are you a model?
Me? No.
You're joking. You must have at least thought about becoming a photo model.
Actually, I have been approached.
Oh, well, that goes without saying. You see, I work for a magazine from down south. Ladies in Chrome.
I've never heard of it.
It's the high society magazine in the south. The magazine for the top 10,000. I'm working on a piece about life and style in the far north.
Really? How exciting.
Maybe you have some recent photos. I'd love to show our readers what fine taste people up here in the north have. This is your stylish convertible, right?
It is! And I'd be happy to be at your disposal for your story. But I don't have any photos.
That shouldn't be any problem.
Yeah, I know.
There's an excellent photographer in town, isn't there?
Fuller? You can't be serious. That savage would never be able to like me properly.
Oh, so you don't know
What don't I know?
who Fuller really is? He's an internationally renowned star photographer from New Zealand. He's been living here incognito for a few years. He's working on his life's work. He's documenting normal folks' lives here in America. Of course, he's got to stay unrecognized to do that.
That's... No, I can't believe that.
I swear, in a few years, when he's finished his work, it'll be the photographic sensation of the decade.
I can't believe it. Show me some of his pictures, then we'll see.
Well, all right then. But don't run away.
No way.
So now we call Fuller.
My God, what
Yeah.
a lame story. But vanity has always been the biggest weakness for those kind of folks. If I can show her a few reasonable photos, then perhaps she'll lure Fuller out of the shop for me.
Reasonable photos. Where the hell am I gonna get? Maybe the junk shop? Maybe. I don't know.
Come on in. Come on. Oh, it's you.
Tell me how you really feel.
How do you know that? I thought you were blind.
You stink of perfume, like a whorehouse I once visited in Maine. Smells like Teen Spirit.
If you say so.
Smells like Teen Spirit. So a nod to Nirvana a little bit ahead of time before they actually got big. I don't know if there are photos in here though. The junk shop. I don't. I don't know if he'll have anything or
There
not. Oh
was
yeah.
something else.
Well, spit it out. What do you want?
So, what's life like here in Biddeford?
Well, you're not from around here?
No. I go to college in Boston.
Oh, so you're an intellectual then? Some sort of desk guy, an egghead who just talks clever all day?
No, I'm...
Then you're the artistic type. Some depressive junkie? You're fixing your problems with a self-help group, right?
No, I'm studying physics.
Well, we sure need that stuff. So what brings you here?
I'm visiting my mother over the semester vacation. She's been living here a few months now. Rebecca Michaels?
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Rebecca.
Oh, man.
Sorry, bro, but that was not funny. Nice try, though.
You know my mother by any chance?
Nope. I don't get out much. What you doing here? Fresh sea air and all that?
You could say that, yeah. A quiet place to retire. Do you know Fuller?
That idiot next door? Sure I do. You can never choose your neighbors, can you?
You don't seem to like him.
That guy hasn't done one damn decent thing in his life. Lazy bastard just sits around in his store, has his mommy wipe his ass for him, and lets the place fall apart down around his ears. Heed my words. He represents everything that's wrong with this country.
You got that right. From World War II, everything's just been downhill, yeah? Pity we haven't got any decent wars still going on. They've even ditched the draft.
Go ahead. You just make fun of it all, boy. A good licking or a couple of tours in Vietnam, that wouldn't be such a...
What do you mean, such a?
Nothing. The guy's a pig. There's something not right about him. He's hiding something, I'm telling you.
Damn, I didn't get anything more. Although, I mean, we got more information confirming stuff and whatever, but... Okay, so not here. I don't know if we could talk to Mrs. Biba again, though. Let's go back to the hospital initially, just in case, just see if there's anything in here. Probably not, but there might be. I don't know. Let's see.
I don't want to stop her from doing it.
There's nothing there. Let's go. I figured while I was passing by, but I'm actually thinking of maybe going in here and talking to our mom. Maybe. Scales.
The monitor shows my mother's vital signs. Pulse, breathing, etc. No idea if the values are positive. The monitor shows my mother. I'd better leave the scales here. What would I do with scales?
But at some point, it's got a grab icon. Let me see. No. 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 I don't think I'm going to use any of these on the
There's
scales,
still some
but...
fixer left in the bottle.
Stop. That's not what I meant. I don't think I'm going to use any of these on the scales, but I figure I will try since I'm here. I mean, because this setting stuff like I'm doing here effectively is just saying, let's see how much the thing weighs, right? So doesn't really make sense. I don't see any benefit to doing that. Yeah, none of that. Okay, that's what I expected. I don't know if we could talk to Rebecca again or not.
I'm standing here in front of my mother who's lying in a coma, and all I can think of is her lying to me about her accident. Just what kind of a person am I? Her total sincerity and starry-eyed idealism always annoyed me. I always had an honest and decent example in my mind's eye, if I wasn't being perfect myself. But now I'm sure that she lied to me, and I'm even more unhappy about that. What else is she hiding from me? And why?
Okay, I don't think there's anything in there. Let's see. Doesn't want to go to the mortuary. I'm sure still does not.
I'm not particularly morbid, so I think... At least there aren't any cameras in the patient. Hallways, corridors, the reception area over there, a door, presumably the emergency exit. All of it no further interest. I don't need much more.
Okay. Guess we go talk to Mrs. Biba. Just jump to it. It's faster this way. I don't think there's any... Oh, there's a trash can. I forgot.
How nice. That's stinking garbage.
Oh, no interest in it. Okay, I'd forgotten that was there, but I guess we're not getting anything from it anyway. There's anything in here that I could use. Till.
I really don't know if this place makes any money. There's usually a few people whenever I come in. But is that enough? Surely you can't get by on just that.
Probably don't need more bread, but let me do this just in case.
I'm not gonna feel any better if I stuff my pockets full of bread.
Yeah.
I don't want to bother her while she's working.
Okay, so no there, no to him. Okay, what else? We're gonna get pictures that I could show. I tried the junk shop. There weren't any pictures there. Obviously, I can't go back into Fuller's shop. He kicked me out, and since I'm not employed anymore, I have no reason to be there. And so he could potentially call the police saying I'm harassing him or something. I went back here. Don't have... I don't think I have any photos here, right? Well, there's this, but I can't interact with that. Believe or not, but the basement is the key. For now, no hints, please. I will ask probably in not too much longer if I can't figure something out. There are a lot of places to go, and there are
Mom's
some
into
things.
music. That's one thing we have in common, though our tastes are a little diverse. Mom's Beethoven doesn't mix that well with Nirvana or Pearl Jam.
Yeah, Nirvana, and we had the reference to Smells Like Teen Spirit earlier, so. Yeah, I'm thinking also that the basement is the key. The question is, I cannot pull up the grate. Thank you. I cannot pull the grate up using what I've got. I can go try again, but I don't think I can pull the grate up from what I've got. And if I can't do that way, then I don't really have a way of getting inside.
There's no point sneaking in again. I've got to lure Fuller out of the shop first, so I can take care of Angelina's photos.
It sounds like... crud. It's almost... there's something I'm missing that's almost a loop of things. So I need to get Fuller out of the shop so that I can develop Angelina's photos. Then I can take the photos to Angelina and then maybe make a copy of the photos also that I could take to that other lady that's in the tourist shop. That other lady in the tourist shop, or Angelina, either one, potentially could call Fuller to lure Fuller out of the shop. But I have to lure Fuller out of the shop to get Angelina's photos in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So I have to figure out something else that I can do.
The grill is very heavy and rusted into the concrete. It's gonna take a lot of force to open it. Why should I do that to myself? I wouldn't know how that would get me any further right now.
Those are not wire. Oh, or did I try them over here? I don't think so. I think I've tried them on the grating. I'm pretty sure. Let me do it anyway, just in case.
The grill isn't made of wire.
Yeah, it's sturdy iron strips. That's what I thought. Nope. These are for developing photo. That doesn't make sense. Tried this before. It's not sturdy enough.
That's Fuller's office window. He's not in there.
cannot leave the breadcrumbs in here. Which is fine. Well, I don't know. I very likely, next time we play this, I very likely will ask you. I'll think about it over the next week and see if I can figure it out. And if I can't, then I for sure will ask you, Kissa. But I think we're done for now. I've streamed for 2.5 hours at this point, and I did eat something earlier. I ate breakfast, but I've not eaten lunch yet. So, and it's for me, it's now 3 p.m. So I really should eat breakfast. So that'll be it for now. We'll do again next week, same time for Black Mirror 2. And then I know you said you don't really like it as much, or maybe not at all, I'm not sure. But just as an FYI for Silhouette and anybody else that watches this later, in about 7 hours, we will be doing more Darkness Within 2. So that'll be coming. So, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys stopping in. Thanks for all the comments, Kissa. It's been nice having you chat. It is strange. Is this because this isn't as wide, maybe? Oh, no. Oh, right. Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Appreciate the support as always. Take care of yourselves. Till next time. Peace.
Poor spider.
This freaking boy.
Oh, that's so sad.